I gotta let this song right down. It's one of my favorite tunes.
They have a remix version of that.
I gotta let this ride. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. We here, we here, we here, we here. We here, we here, we here. Yay! Good evening, good evening, good evening. Family! I ain't seen y'all in a week. What's up?
Let's see here. Enjoying this first day back playing flag football. Except for I banged my foot up, but I should be okay.
Come with the territory, you alright?
I know.
What's up?
Nothing much. Enjoying a nice little quiet Tuesday night.
It's always good and peaceful. Always good and peaceful. Yes, it indeed. Tonight we got some stuff to talk about here tonight while the rest is making the way up here. We have to cover first and second round of this madness that's called in March. NBA getting interesting, Rob. MLB is less than 24 hours away, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Looking forward to that. We're gonna talk about that tonight. We already done place our Chef Ratty report season long home run dingers. We're gonna go over that again tonight too. But we are going to start from where we need to start at. And we're going to start with this March Madness that happened in the first and second round that happened this past week. And we're going to go over each region and we'll talk about each one and see what everybody think of it. There's a particular individual I need to pay because his ass had a very, very bad week predicting the first and second round, while the three of us here has been on a heater predicting these dogs like we know to see them. That happens in the month of March. What problem with people? They forgot that the dogs always bark in the month of March. And they put the money in there. Don't be better than no favorite. You bet favorite starting from now, man. Now I'm wrong with you. Let's go ahead and start and talk about this bracket. So I did a little free brackets. My bracket looked like rat after the first day with all them upsets and stuff happened. The only one I probably picked right was High Point. The only one I picked right was probably High Point, and everybody else was probably like, "Oh, Jesus Christ!" While I'm here, let's go ahead and pull up my bracket here.
So my bracket's up too. All the brackets should be up, ready to go.
Yeah, I know. I'm a little behind. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right, here we go. Here we go right here. All right. Let's go ahead and start and then let's go ahead and talk about the Midwest region. Midwest region, let's start first. Midwest. Everybody
Okay.
go Midwest. Uh, thoughts?
Michigan looked a lot better than we thought they were.
Yeah.
I did not
Jeez.
expect Michigan to make. I mean, first round matchup, I expected them to make it out. I did not think that they would take the St. Louis game that personal,
Mm.
but they did. They
Mm-hmm.
keep hearing about St. Louis as this good team. They think they can upset a lot of teams, but Michigan showed them that although the guards might be a little tricky, big still hold the fort, and the big destroyed the one big. I love the funny nickname they have for that guy from St. Louis, kind of like the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar of the league. I thought that was funny. But unfortunately, if you want to be like him, you're gonna have to dominate like him, and you did not do that in the second round. You did it in the first round. First round, you were great. You dominated the first round against Georgia. Great first round matchup for you, but buddy. When you it's like as they say, there's some levels to this, and unfortunately, Michigan's level is different than Michigan's level is a lot different than anybody else's level right now. I think Michigan has played well. They did well the first two games. They got about 4 days off before they see Alabama. I think that's going to be a better challenge for Michigan because Bama's guards can go up with their guards, and their bigs are more versatile than Michigan's bigs. Plus, they have a deeper bench than Michigan, so that will be their real good first test in the tournament. So I'm okay with Michigan where they're at so far. Sweet 16 will tell me if they'll make it to the Final Four.
Iowa State had me a little concerning in the second round because they start out kind of slow against Kentucky, and then all of a sudden, next minute they do what Iowa do best: put the gas on them, and never look back. That's teensy winty. So Iowa State is better than people thought they were. But the problem I got with Iowa State, they start off slow for the first 5 to 7 minutes. And then all of a sudden, once they get in the rhythm of the second half, and I think the Iowa State's more like a second half team nearly, where they put the gas on you. To me, it's a little concerning for Iowa State, especially when you're going against Tennessee in the Sweet 16 coming out. Now
You can't do that with Tennessee in the Sweet 16.
no,
Slow.
you can't start out slow. Like you can't start out slow. Now again, the first round they beat the brakes off for Tennessee State. We saw that coming. But the second round against Kentucky, they start out slow, and then all of a sudden they pick up the pace. And on the Sweet 16, you cannot start slow against Tennessee. And that's really what Tennessee wants you to do. Is start out slow. Because the minute you start slow, you play right in the hands of Tennessee. Did you know that the total score hasn't gone past on Tennessee was 151 points
Defense.
total, actually.
I'm saying they're good defensively.
Good defensively because they held Miami to under 60 points, and Virginia they recently held them to around the 72 mark. And if you want to bet, I think the under might be your best friend. I could be wrong. I'll just say if I'm going to get started, I'll take Tennessee spread. If I'm gonna be blunt.
My take is it's not really much in the first round. It's kind of more of the second round. The first round didn't surprise me too much. Virginia Virginia winning wasn't much a surprise. Alabama winning wasn't much a surprise, even though they had the second best player because he wanted to go ahead and sell marijuana instead of worrying about his schoolwork. He wanted, I didn't worry about Alabama. Michigan, Rob, you're right. It shocked me too because I thought Michigan was going to be flat. And evidently, for the last two games, they don't look flat by no means of the slightest. They've been playing both their ass. Um, what will they do against Bama? Will be yet to be seen. Um, Iowa State, Lone Wolf, you're right too, because I ain't. I know Iowa State will go make it past the first two rounds. I thought they were going to struggle a little bit, but the fact that they're starting slow does worry me. More like the next matchup we'll talk about. So just to kind of put the sugar on top in the Midwest, Michigan and Bama to go to the Elite Eight. Talk to me.
I like Michigan's chances just because they can rebound the ball better than any of the rest of the teams that's out here in the Midwest. The guard play is really going to tell if Michigan is willing to win the game, because the bigs have dominated for Michigan all season long. It's been the guards. Can the guards keep up with any other guard combo? So with Alabama, I think this is going to be the game where Alabama's second best player is really going to be missed. This particular game. If he was playing this particular game, I probably would give Alabama the slight edge. I think it'll be closer than we expected. But I think Michigan will pull off just because, like I said, that second player from Alabama is going to be missed, particularly in this particular game.
Do you agree?
For me, I say yes and yes and no. And you're correct. Alabama missing their second scorer is going to really hurt them badly. I think both of them going to rebound just to be. I think rebound is going to be a little bit more on an equal slope. I don't see. Remember, when Michigan was facing other teams, they're all small. The smallest lineup was like what 6'9" that they faced. So yeah, I'll rebound you if your biggest guy is 6'9". But Alabama do got some big boys as well, and they can rebound too. And let me go ahead and if I look at from the stat point defensively, this is going to be a how to put it this way. I would give it to Michigan, and I'm going to say why. Michigan, in reality, Michigan can offensive rebound. They can put extra points back on the board, and that's something that Alabama needs to do to box out Michigan's big guy, so they won't get second chance points. They're gonna have to do that. So, but I think Michigan might move on, but Alabama's going to cover.
10.5, too much to me.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. So I agree with Lone Wolf on that.
Yeah, I think every Sweet 16 game from now on, from Sweet 16 now, it should not be no more than 7.
Well, unfortunately, my brother, this is one of the games that has more than 7 points, and I'll take Alabama spread. But I won't take them to win the game because Michigan does one thing that y'all been saying: they can offensive rebound, and that's a huge thing in the tournament. And another thing in the tournament that is real good is guard play. Their guard play is very, 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 very good. I got Michigan to nod. Will they be? I'm currently doing a survival. and I don't have Michigan. I didn't pick Michigan yet. So will they be my lock? Nah, I think I'll use Michigan for something else. Let's
Mhm.
talk about the other game. Tennessee and Iowa State. It's 4.5 favored Iowa State.
Mhm.
Magic number is 139.
Vegas,
Definitely gonna touch 139 on that point.
Vegas expected to be a defensive game.
Yeah, I think actually this is one of the lowest totals in the Sweet 16 from what I'm seeing. Nope.
Let me
There's a couple that's
see.
there's a couple that's lower, but we'll talk about that later. Go ahead,
Yeah,
talk
we're talking about
about
later.
Yeah, because this Sweet Six, the regional semis and finals for this group, that's
Yep.
Midwest. So that's what Indianapolis.
No, Indy is in the
Yeah,
final four.
So where is the Midwest at? Chicago to finish out.
I
Uh
think it is in.
hold on.
They got to be in a big city in order to do this.
I will tell you exactly where because I did not prepare myself to look there, but
It is
Chicago,
Yep, it's
United Center.
So this.
Chirac.
Yep. So this should
Yep.
be. Yeah. So Michigan should be. Yeah. So actually, I say so. The Michigan game, they should be somewhat of a favorite because they don't have to travel for so much.
There's
Now,
Iowa
Tennessee,
State.
yeah, Tennessee and Iowa State, they're kind of they're a little travel, but it's not as bad as people think it is.
Mhm.
But with that will be the game. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to go with the talent, and the talent favors Tennessee. As much as I like Iowa State, they've been playing good all year long. They had their hiccups in the last part of the season, but that's because they're in the Big 12. And I hate to say this, but Big 12, you're dealing with Houston, you're dealing with Arizona, and you're dealing with shoot, what's the other teams they had to deal with? Houston, and BYU. That whole little bunch right there. When you're dealing with them, it's not a good day. But the fact that you made it out that Big 12 and you're still one of the teams in the Big 12 that's still surviving, and you might could have a possible date with them later on down the road. I still give it to Tennessee. I just think I have so much high respect for Nate Adamant. People, please keep that kid's name, Nate Adamant, the freshman. There's this group of freshmen this year. This is for me. I know it's probably going to be a controversial topic later on. This has been the most talented freshman group I have seen in a long time. This freshman group that came in this year, this group here, if they were to all leave, this could be NBA gold mine for these freshmen. Now, granted, there's some freshmen we'll talk about later on that could be hit and misses, but most of these freshmen has the potential to be solid players in the league. Some could be franchise players, and maybe one could be that generational player. But this is a solid freshman group that I have seen, and Nate Adman is one of the ones we should be talking about. So I'm going to roll with Tennessee with that purpose alone. That talent, it probably could outweighs Iowa State's defense, because at the end of the day, you need the stars and you need players to make buckets. And I think Tennessee has enough players on their roster that it can make buckets at the end of the game. So give me Tennessee.
Now, here's where I go with this one. Tennessee is, you know this. You probably didn't know this. They are the number one offensive rebound in the nation.
Yes, Lord. That's the one. Look, one thing a Rick Barnes team,
Yeah.
in Texas. One thing he always meant to: rebounding wins tournament games.
Yep. However, they turn the ball over a lot.
Yes, Lord.
And you're going against a team that loves turnovers.
I about to say I would say Iowa State is one of the top 10 teams in
top
field.
top five.
Yep, I
So,
think somewhere in that area.
top five. And Iowa is also top 20 in defensive points. Yeah, this might be considered as an under game for it. So, but the problem I got with Iowa is this: you cannot start out slow. You can't do that.
Because if Tennessee starts scoring early, you gotta match it.
You gotta go point for point, and that's something that Iowa has okay. They average 81 points as a team, so they can't go brick for brick. The problem they also are top. They also are offensively they're top 15 in 3-point range. I love Tennessee, but I'm leaning towards Tennessee really because I don't think that Iowa can out rebound Tennessee, and that's going to be the key. That's going to be the key because Iowa rebound is not that bright, not that good. They've been getting away with it because they're taking on teams that's not going to match them. This is a team that's going to match them. Give me the points, and I'll take the outright on Tennessee.
I was about to say, I have a funny feeling you might be the only one on this. I knew it. I knew you was gonna go. I mean, look, this particular game, I am not mad at you for picking Iowa State. I probably would too. I just got a gut feeling that Tennessee might sneak on it. Go ahead, tell us about Iowa State for you.
Man, my brothers, I can't argue with y'all about Tennessee. Yeah, I can't argue with y'all. Everything about y'all is what y'all said about Tennessee is right. 1,000%. But y'all know about this tournament is momentum. Who got the greatest momentum? And yes, Tennessee looks great. But something about that last game with Iowa State against Kentucky Lone Wolves showed me something. Them boys hungry, bro. They hungry, man. And I had my little doubts about Iowa State. I did. But on my bracket got Iowa State, and I kind of gonna go ahead and go against my pick. And I kind of feel a little bit confident. But the 4.5 does worry me. So the fact that being in a close game and a very low number telling me that this gonna come down to a field goal or two, brothers.
Oh, I'm telling you now, if it comes down to like the experience part, yeah, Iowa State gonna win that.
Easy. Yeah, but man, I can't sleep on Tennessee, man. Tennessee look good, man. Tennessee look good. But give me Iowa State and a nail biter. Iowa State probably by like 3 or 2. Tight. Let's go to the West region, gentlemen. This is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna have to put y'all in the big box for this because I have some things to say about this region. Who would like it first?
Well, if you go ahead.
Okay, I guess I'll go ahead and go with first and foremost, what the hell are we talking about?
I mean,
this is, let's put it this way. I'm not going to talk about Arizona, but I am going to talk about them Longhorns. Hook 'em. And I was on the show last week, and everybody looked at me kind of like, a little crazy, about Texas.
Hold on. pick Texas to win that game.
And all of a sudden, I say, and once Texas got into the first round, they beat. Everybody was jumping on BYU.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me because I predicted Gonzaga, and Gonzaga right now was on a bus home.
Yep. And right now there's a guy who's from Lithuania. The problem is he's working on a free throw. His name is I gotta look at his name.
They can shoot. That's the problem.
Yeah, they can shoot. His name is, let me find his name. Matthias Volkaitis, the center from Lithuania, who came out of Florida Atlantic. He got transferred over to Texas. He has been their anchor. He has been their defensive guy, especially when he took on BYU the first round and blocked. I think it was AJ shot or somebody shot.
Yeah. The band said,
he blocked AJ's shot, and I said to myself, that's the guy right there. Then he took on Gonzaga, and let's face it, Gonzaga had no answer for him. Defensively, had no answer for him. That's what I say. Everybody was surprised about Texas. I wasn't. This big fella right there can play. He can defend. He can rebound. The only thing I need him to do is work his free throws. If he can work his free throws, Texas is going to go a long way than norm, because missing 7 or 8 3-point shots is not going to cut it in 3-16.
Well, the top part of the West bracket went outside of probably High Point, even though I picked High Point to win that game. The top part of the bracket went exactly the way I thought it was. I expected right now to be Arizona and Arkansas, and I'm going to call this right now. I think that's going to be the best Sweet 16 game out of all the games we got left. Arizona and Arkansas. A Cup Jr. Woo! I knew you was a bad man.
Oh yes.
I didn't think you can crank up another level when we get into tournament play, but
yeah, he did though.
Yo, NBA stock is keep going higher and higher.
Yes, it
Went
is.
from looking at being a top 10 to a top 5. You could be in that top 3 conversation now. You looking good. But this is your real test here. Arizona, they've been as a unit, not individuals, but Arizona as a unit, outside of probably Dukes, they've been one of the best teams from top to bottom when it comes to roster wise. Arizona got players that are on red shirts that they're not playing, and they're just as good as the starters. Arizona is a very scary team from guard to centers. However, there's only a very few coaches that you don't sleep on when it comes to tournament play. Calipari is one of them. A-Cuff, and even John will probably tell you this. A-Cuff is probably, from skill-wise, this is his best guard he's ever had. And I'm going to say that. This is his best guard he's ever had. He's had John Wall. He's had Eric Bledsoe. He's had Rondo. He's had SGA. He's had Booker. You name it, they went to John. This is his best one he's got. A-Cup, that boy can shoot anywhere in the building. You need a bucket, you go to A-Cup. You need to make a play, go to A-Cup. You need a 3 to get you back into the swing of things and calm everybody down, you go to A-Cup. Anything you need out of it, you go to him. John hasn't had a guy like that in a long time. And when he normally gets guys like that, Because remember last year, we're Arkansas. Nobody expected Arkansas to be in the Sweet 16 last year with the group
But
that
they
he had
there, though.
in the first year. Made it last year. He's got a better group this year. If I'm Arizona, this is the one and only team in this region that can stop you from making the national championship run that you should be. Do not take him lightly. You're now, mind you, they're in there. They're gonna be. If I'm not mistaken, I think the West is either in. I think they're in Phoenix.
Yeah, I got you.
I think they're in Phoenix. No, they're in San Jose, but they're still
San
not
Jose,
far away from us.
California.
Yep, they're in California. They're not that far, so you don't have to travel that much. But don't take them lightly, please.
Oh yeah, they had the SAP Center where the Sharks play.
Yeah, don't take this team lightly. But Texas, I give a whole lot of respect for on the bottom side of the bracket. Very surprising of where they are. But I need to talk about one head coach, Mr. Few, Gonzaga. Sir, you've been on the job for over almost 30 years.
Oh shoot!
Granted, have you been to a couple of national championship games? Yes. Have you had your heart broken in a few of those national championship games? Yes. Have you had rosters that were undefeated? Yep. Win it? Normally, I don't come for people that have been on the job for a very long time and have been very successful. But, sir, you have had a slower amount of teams, slower amount of players that have come through your program. And you might have won the Midwest. You might have won maybe some regional championships. But you should have a couple of national championships underneath your belt by now. And you have not crossed that bridge. You've been on the bridge, but you've fallen off the bridge. Losing in the second round this year is a very questionable call because your starting five was nothing but seniors. You had no excuse losing to Texas. None. They just outworked you for one. So I put him on the radar. I know it's very sacrilegious, but it should be looked at because you've been on this job for almost 30 years. You've been doing well.
28.
But at the same token, as well as you've been doing the regular season, your postseason record does not match what you've done in the regular season. So I need for you to pick it up, find better talent, and get over that hump. Because if you don't get over that hump anytime soon, your time might be running out.
Can I say that we underestimated Purdue?
For right now, I am still on the fence. They played good games. If you're wrong, 2 good games can get you far in the tournament. This is where I'm gonna say if Purdue is really that good.
I'll say this. They shocked me a bit. I thought they were going to choke against Miami. They didn't.
Oh, if Miami just had enough players.
That shocked me a lot. I didn't expect that come in. But can I Arkansas, Arizona?
That's the fight of the century.
A-Cup Jr. I'll tell you this much, my boy. You go ahead and pull off this upset. Rob, his stock. Top 5 pick.
Mm-hmm.
Top 5 might turn into top 3. Just saying. That is all I gotta say about that region there. I can't wait to see that. And matter of fact, let's talk about it.
Yep.
We'll talk about that right now. They are
7.5 points.
8.5 point underdog against Arizona. The magic number is 167.
That means they expect us to be a high score.
Well, I mean, evidently, 2 high-scoring offenses that can put points. Yeah, I won't be surprised about that. No.
Go ahead, what?
Arizona is a complete team, full of freshmen and sophomores. Arkansas is full of players that kind of gel under the tutelages of Caparelli. The problem I got with Arkansas is this, and I love Arkansas is this: they don't turn the ball over. You know how John Caparelli is. If you turn that ball over, you're going to have to see him. You got to see John Caparelli on the reason why you turn the ball over. You realize they are the number 1 less turnover in the nation. They don't turn the ball over that much. They're number 5 in points. Every point, this is going to be tick and tack. But Arizona do have a defense. They are number 15th in the nation when it comes to points. And defending the problem I got with Arizona is this: they don't defend the 3 points well. And breaking news before we continue. Before I continue my pick.
I was getting to it.
By the way, I was not surprised about Hubert Davis leaving. I saw this coming. Me and Rob saw this coming.
I called it.
Yeah, he called it. He called it.
And I called it.
And I'm talking about before we begin my pick on Arkansas, Arizona. But with Hubert Davis gone, and let's face it, he has to go. I don't want to hear can't get it right. I wish he was here so I could scold him.
Please do.
But he ain't here. He escaped. But he's gonna get scolded one way or another.
Damn right he is.
So this ticket is not gonna be for sale. And me and Robbie agree on this one before we continue. Recruiting was down. Blowing leads.
You're training like a damn bum, you know that?
Let's face it. The last time you were that good is your first year on the job, and that was back when you had Bobby Manick and the boys in the tournament and Baca.
And that wasn't even your team.
That was Roy's team. And then once Caleb Love, he inherited. But once Caleb Love left to go to Arizona, that was the beginning of the end.
Yep. Caleb went there,
so,
and RJ retired, and RJ Davis he came back with nothing. Should have just left.
Yep, because RJ Davis' ankles was not that pretty.
Nope.
Not that pretty.
Nope.
So good riddance for Hubert Davis. We need to find a new head coach that can recruit, that can bring back that North Carolina, that Tar Heel spirit. We need to find that guy. That will go out there and recruit. He's out there somewhere.
Somebody that wants to be in North Carolina.
And Rob, I know you won't be agreeing on this one, but I'm seeing you go. I see you agree on. Maybe a Shaka Smart might fit the bill. How did you take on that one?
Well, here's my thing, and I've said this. I was talking to Ashley about this, and you said the right person. My only issue is they gotta buy out his contract from Marquette. First of all, I mean, granted, it is a very prominent school. Because wrong people would kill to come and coach for the University of North Carolina. And me personally, it's time to hire outside of the family. It's time. It actually had been time to do it when Roy decided to step down. We should have did it then. I know Hubert, and I understood why. My only concern, and I had a feeling then. I said Hubert is not the type of guy that if he was to walk through my door now, if my son was going to college, and Hubert Davis walked through that door, I will only listen to him because it's the University of North Carolina. I'm not listening to him because he's a damn good head coach. Is he a good person? 100% yes. Hubert Davis is one of the nicest people you will ever meet. But when I need somebody to go and develop my son to play to get to the next level, you might have the clout, but you don't have the push. Your push was only because you were a North Carolina head. You were a North Carolina target. That is your only push. That is your only selling point. Outside of that, Hubert was not. He was a leader of men, just not. He can go somewhere else, a smaller school, like one of the mid-major schools, and built his philosophy on that. He probably would have worked out a whole lot better. But for your first job as a head coach is to go behind Roy Williams and rebuild and try to maintain the legacy that he established outside of our goats coaches. No. First of all, people keep forgetting Roy had it hard to go behind Mr. Dean Smith. That was hard in itself. And at certain points, he had to be looked at and be like, got one at Kansas. Why can't you get one in North Carolina? Once he got one and kept continuing the progress, we left Roy alone. Had Hubert would have won the first year, the conversation would not have been brought up. But ever since that first year, we have gone down. At one point, we went from going to the national championship to going to the national championship of the NIT. We don't belong in the NIT. For the last 3 years of going into the tournament, we've never made it out the first weekend. That's on you. It's on you. Granted, were we undefeated at home this year? Yes. What Caleb would have made the difference against VCU? Absolutely. But I think even with that, he probably had to go a little further than we expected in order for them to keep his job. Probably the Sweet 16.
At least,
Yeah. So I called this firing right before it happened. And I told him, I wish he was here. I told him right this to his face. I said, if we lose the VCU, I guarantee you that seat is going to get so hot we might not have a choice but to let it. Right on.
And so it did.
Right on cue. But yes, I would love for Shaka Smart to come there, but I'm guarantee you Marquette probably set a price on him so high that we would have to match it and then maybe go up a little more to get him. But if we are that desperate, and that's the key part, if they're that desperate to go get a guy like Shaka Smart, Carolina would do it. Because they know if there's one thing about Carolina that needs to keep the revenue going, basketball tournament is the basketball program. Last thing you want is for one of your biggest endorsers to come out and say, I'm not backing up North Carolina anymore. That's the last thing you need to hear. So you might want to go down to Florida and have a little conversation with Sir Airness and have a conversation with him and
Good
figure
luck with
out
that.
what head coach can you get to North Carolina from one of these schools. Because Syracuse already made their move. Syracuse made their move and got their guy. Carolina, this should not be hard for you to get a good head coach. It should not. Now, will you get one outside the Carolina umbrella? That should be my best suggestion. It's time to get a new face that does not have no affiliation to North Carolina. Just strictly what that person is. A strictly basketball mind that wants to bring Carolina back to what they were. I said it. When it comes down to the schools, North Carolina, the prominent schools, we're not. When it comes to recruiting ones, not with Duke, not with NC State. We're about right there between Wake Forest. Between Wake. Yeah, we're right between Wake Forest, and you don't want to be with Wake Forest. We've been one of the cream of the crops when it comes to getting 5-stars and 4-star athletes to come to North Carolina. That's still us, but we can't be that because we're not out of the first weekends. So get a guy strictly ball, no affiliation with North Carolina. Get the program back to what it used to be.
Well, as a fellow Duke fan, I'm gonna be honest, an honest contrarian, and be honest with how I feel about the whole situation with Mr. Hubert Davis. You inherit a team that will have national championship potential, and then after that, you didn't do nothing after. North Carolina ain't that standard. They have the same standard as us, winning national championships, and you damn sure wasn't getting close to it. You think North Carolina gonna keep you when you're not even putting up a fight? When you just lost to Virginia Commonwealth University? You think you gonna get away, my boy? Like I said, here you go.
No more. All right. Then don't you waste my time no more. You hear that? Go away. Go back to the docks where you belong. You go back to being a two-bit nothing. But don't you ever come back here again, because I'm too old to waste my time trying to train a no-good loser like you.
Amen.
That's how they feel about you. And that's just being honest. North Carolina, the standard, the same thing as us, Duke. If you ain't even putting them in the Sweet 16 or in the Elite 8 at the least to save your ass, where the hell you think you were going? Dump!
I mean, when you go to runner-up, you didn't make it, you declined the NIT, went to the Sweet 16, and in the last 2 years, you couldn't make it out the first day. Couldn't make it out the first day. The first day.
Oh, VCU gonna beat them by double digit. Negro, please.
Now, let me go back to what I think about this. About this.
Go back to Arizona.
Yeah, back to
Arizona. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Give me Arkansas to win this game.
I like it.
Robbie,
but I'm gonna go Arizona. I like John. I think John is going to do just enough to stay in the hunt, but A-Cup is just not enough. Like, can he have another game where he dropped 40 against like he did in Alabama? He can. He probably would have to.
Yep, definitely
But
do.
I don't think. I think Arizona's going to have a game plan to slow him down, because the one thing Arizona has done, and I give them a lot of credit, when they play against great players, especially like when they did in the Big 12, like they were running through great players like the Houston players, BYU with AJ DeBanster, Iowa State. They were giving the star players hell. Granted, they were making their points, but they were giving them tough work. So, with that being said, and with their experience they've had in the Big 12 with going up against star players, I think holding A Cuff to a tough 25 or 30 points, they'll win. They'll still win. But I think Arkansas will cover.
I'll say this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad, Lone Wolf, about your prediction, because they got potential to win it. But you're gonna have to take that yourself, because I got Arizona to win the national championship. So give me Arizona.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing you and I have agreed with. We both picked Arizona to win it all.
Mm-hmm.
But it's gonna be a tough. But I can tell you this now. This
It's gonna be tough, but they're gonna
matchup before they get to the Final Four.
they're gonna go through some hell to get there. But I believe Arizona is the most complete team in the whole tournament right now.
Mm-hmm.
Until somebody take them down, I don't see otherwise. But now Texas and Purdue.
I'm gonna go with Wolf on this one. I got a funny feeling he's gonna pick Texas, and I'm gonna have to join him on this one.
Hook 'em. Hook 'em.
Texas, like you said, and like you said, Ali, momentum. Remember, they started out in the first four, which means nobody believed they were supposed to be there to begin with.
They wasn't a play-in.
And teams like those, they go on a run. It's always one out of that first four that goes on a run. Somebody in the first four goes on a run. And it's been like this for the last 5 years.
Yep.
Really, 10 years.
Yeah,
Yep.
ever since they extended from 64 to 68.
Yep. In that first year, it was VCU that first got the first crack at it, and they scared everybody to death.
Oh, is that where Shaka Smart was still there?
Bingo.
Okay.
Ever since then, there's somebody in the first four that makes it out the first round that's not supposed to be there. So I like how Texas has been working, and I like the fact that now I'm glad to get a little break, because playing 3 games in 5 days is crazy.
Really hard.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But playing 3 games in 5 days and this far, you deserve a little break. Just stay focused. I think Texas is focused enough to knock out Purdue. Give me the Longhorns. Close, but Longhorns.
Would I be crazy to tell y'all that I am planning to pick Texas as one of my survivor picks?
No.
Nah.
Because I am. There's one team that's very, very mysterious. And Texas playing like that team that I don't think nobody wants to see right now. Them boy had to play their way into this dance. And ever since they played their way into this dance, Texas look possessed. The fact that they beat Gonzo, shock. If they could beat Gonzaga, They could damn sure beat Purdue.
100%.
Just saying, like Gonzaga and Purdue ain't that much far from each other, like as far as talent.
No.
I think Texas could pull off the upset. And being the fact that they are only a what?
6.5 points down.
Yeah,
They were at 7.
I think what he's talking about, like, is because at the bonus they got him as a plus 260. That's steal.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus 260. Yeah. Some might be at possible plus 285.
Well, if they have a king of the dogs, that'll definitely be my dog.
They could be the team that you might can put, like, remember they got being up by 10 early?
Yeah.
I could be that one. They could be up by 10 early.
Yeah.
That'll be the perfect time to attack them.
Yeah. I would. Give me Texas in an upset. 6.5, too much points. I think they're gonna make it a fight. Now, let's go quick to the South region. Rob, what you got? What you saw in this? Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it for him. What? Florida, in your backyard, in your own state.
Dead.
Not even you got on the bus. You didn't even had to fly. You could have rode the train, and you lost the second round against Iowa.
Oh, I'm gonna give you the big screen because you deserve it. That honestly was my why was I about to say? Go ahead.
Wow. Hey Houston.
Rat ass.
Hey Houston. Your door has opened tremendously.
Not
This is who I thought you would see again in the regional final.
Now.
You ain't gotta worry about them no more. My goodness, did you not just get a gift? Kevin Sampson. Kelvin, you got a gift. And you need to thank Iowa, because no clue. No clue. Wow. So, with that, woo, Houston, you screw this up. I don't know how many more chances you're going to get. Because at this point, as Bruno Mars says, they left the door open.
Boy, did they ever.
Walk through the door, get through Illinois, and get through Iowa or Nebraska. Okay? And the bad part about it is both these teams have seen each other, so they already know what to expect. Iowa and Nebraska, that's going to be a barn burner. They know each other, seen each other all year long. But Houston, you lose to Illinois, I got nothing more for you. Because you've had another team, had 5 years to figure it out. We gave you chance after chance after chance after chance. Kelvin, all bets are off now. Your road to the Final Four is paved in gold. Walk through it. Nothing more I got. It's on you, Wolf. I got nothing for this.
You already did the Houston part. Let's see here. In Nebraska, how you doing today, Bob? You doing great? You doing fine? Because first round you went through Troy like cakewalk, and then you struggle against Vanderbilt. Really, you struggle. So if you struggle against Vanderbilt, what do you think Iowa going to do?
And they know them.
And they know them like the back of their hand. This
Ain't
is
they in the same conference?
Iowa. This is gonna be Iowa, Nebraska 3.
And the last time they saw each other, that was at Iowa, and Iowa beat them by 5.
And like this. So you go out in Nebraska. Go ask Florida how that 3-pointer dagger tastes. Didn't taste good. That's what I say. I never trust Nebraska. Not in this tournament. Now I think one or two y'all. I didn't know y'all was on Nebraska like that. Everybody was on Florida, and I wasn't keen on Florida anyway. Because something tells me that Florida was going to screw up. And
Florida just ain't got nobody that could finish.
Yep, them damn guards.
Yep. And when I saw that on YouTube, on my YouTube TV, and I saw that man was wide open 3, not a single soul in sight. Hit that 3. Hey, you call that a buzzer beater. That's a dagger in your heart. The whole stadium in Florida, or whole arena in Florida, went from yay to like the air got taken out. Like the air just left. So yeah, Rob's right, Houston. It's yours to lose. Because, like Rob said, if you don't if you don't make it to the finals, at least, or get to the Final Four, which you did get to the Final Four before, at least, or you don't beat Illinois, I'm going to be looking at the coach a little bit.
I wouldn't, because Illinois is not no cakewalk either.
No. But I'm going to be looking at Mr. Sampson a little bit. Matter of fact, I'll be looking at him a lot. 12 years on the job, not an NCAA Finals appearance. You been to the Final Four. Everybody's talking about you, Kevin Sampson, that you can't win the big one. Everybody, from the media to critics to everybody. 12 years on the job. Sure, you got 800 career wins, but what you got to show for it?
Where's that?
Where's the national championship? Where's all that? That was it. You remind me in the football term. You remind me of Bill Cowher a little bit before Bill Cowher won his first Super Bowl, or Andy Reid before he won his first Super Bowl. That's what you remind me of.
And the worst part about it, last year is still the worst one. It was in your backyard. You had zero excuse in your backyard. You did not have to leave to the state of Texas all tournament long.
Home cooking,
home sleeping, home everything last year. And that was your best roster you had. That was the best roster. You lost 2 games with that roster. Won the Big 12 with that roster. Regular and tournament.
Yep. Keep in mind, Mr.
Right there, you couldn't take it.
Keep in mind, Mr. Sampson, you're 70 years old. You ain't got much time left in your belt.
Mm-hmm.
So
You one sneeze away.
Yeah, so the South is yours to lose.
And it's even worse now because we just found out that Bill Self might not be coming back to Kansas because of his conditions that he had from last year. So this is literally your best shot to do it.
Yeah, I think Bill Self is going to retire.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Outside of that, this is your best shot. If you want to take over the Big 12, here it is. Do not granted, Ali both picked Arizona. So that's probably not going to happen. But if you want to trump Arizona and see them one more time, here's your shot. This is your chance to do it. This is the most open chance you got. because everybody and their mama thought that the South Regional Final was going to be Florida and Houston for another national championship last year. So that's what we thought it was going to be. Florida screwed that up. Take your shot.
I'm good.
Take your shot.
Florida. The problem with y'all was y'all ain't got no guard play.
Nope.
Your guard play made y'all choke. You in the last couple seconds, what the hell was that?
And you had the lead.
Nobody tried to prepare themselves to get a shot in the last second of that. Terrible. That's a bad way to go down for a national championship defense. Houston, Mr. Sampson, yes, you're on the clock. Because you basically got another chance to basically represent the region to get to the Final Four, even though it's not going to be a cakewalk for you either. But there you go, open field. But let's talk about that. Let's talk about that region.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that East region. Oh, Lord.
Well, hold up.
We gotta pick the South. We gotta pick the South first.
Y'all picking Houston over Illinois?
Yes.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I don't trust
Nebraska.
I'm going Iowa. I don't trust Nebraska.
If Iowa shot the way they did against Florida, Iowa definitely. So I'll go with Iowa as well. We haven't had a Final Four in a while when like a low team has made it through. So this could be the year.
Do I like Iowa? Good enough to pick them? They're a hell of a good team. Damn. The thing about Nebraska is they play like how Duke used to play a couple years ago. They live and die by it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you mean the threes?
Mm-hmm. If they hit their shots, they can run you out the gym. If they don't, and Bennett starts finally wake up after having 2 bad games, even though y'all know that Bennett Sturt is due to have a game. He had 2 bad games in a row. I don't see a third. God, who did I pick for that? Oh, wait a minute. Did I really?
You picked Illinois, didn't you?
Well, I have predicted Arizona and Gonzaga, and then Houston and Florida. So now all of them gone and messed up my bracket. I gonna go with the Iowa.
Okay. Oh, and by the way, put me back on big one right quick. Hold on. I need to have the conversation with Houston. Houston. We're at the Toyota Center. Again.
Home.
We're back there 2 years ago. And you made it out the regional. We're back again. No excuses. Right next door. No excuses. You should not make it out the South in your backyard. No excuses. None. You lose this one, Houston can't recover twice. You recovered the first time. You can't recover twice.
Bro, like, for real. I agree. Y'all at home. Y'all got the home crowd. Stop playing.
Everything in your favor.
Get done.
Everything in your favor if you can't make it out. If you can't make it out.
Now, let's go and talk about my region.
Woo!
Yeah.
Jesus. Coaches galore. Lord, we get everything we want in this region.
Don't we ever?
Good Lord.
Gentlemen,
Whew.
we got elite coaches
Whew.
in this region.
DC
We saw it
lit.
last game. We could free for all this because we want to talk about this for a little bit before we move on to the women real fast because we have other things we need to get to real quick. We go free for all this. Gentlemen, Bill Self, how does it feel to have a me guy on your team?
Another one I called right on.
Another me guy.
Ooh.
Me guy, Rob, Lone Wolf. You see that me guy on our team? He ain't want to take over no damn game against St. John. Look at him. He ain't look like he ain't want it. And he trying to be top 5, top 3 pick.
Oh, you mean Mr.
No, he no top 3 to me. No, that's a me guy. No, I ain't put him no top 3. But you got AJ Dabasa and Mr. Boozer and A-Cup Jr. Hello?
Hold on a second. Are you talking Mr. Peterson?
Yeah, that rat. He's a rat and a fraud. He's a fraud. I don't like him. I don't like that boy. He's a me guy. Want to play when he want to. Want to take over when he want to. All about the bag. Ain't about the team. He's a rat.
And the NBA teams are going to look at you like that too.
He's worse than Ace Bailey. And I thought Ace Bailey was bad.
At least Ace Bailey got right.
Yeah, he turned around in Utah, and now he's looking like he could be a potential player. So I'm good with Ace now. But Daryl? Nah, brother. You gotta look yourself in the mirror because I guarantee you this. When these one thing these not NFL, the NBA owners, one person gonna talk to more than anybody. We'll talk to your coach. And they don't build. And Bill don't hold back from nobody.
he gonna tell you straight up. He's selfish. He don't care.
And you don't think he was frustrated with that boy all season?
Oh yeah.
It was public.
I ain't never seen himself that stressed out when it comes to he's had less team. He's had a less of a team talent wise. And took them to championship promised land. I've never seen him had a player like this to struggle like he did. I mean, I've seen him have players before. I've seen him with Joel Embiid. I saw him with Andrew Wiggins. I've seen him with a lot of good players. And yeah, are some of them they have their moments? Absolutely, but not like him. Not like him.
Hell,
there, yes. No, you can put up 20 points a night, but your attitude and the way you work. If I was an employer and you're looking to be on my team, you're not making past the lottery. You might make the first round, but you will not be a lottery pick. Not in my team, you ain't. You will work. You will earn your spot.
Shoot. Ace Bailey. Go ask Ace Bailey. Go ask him. Because Ace Bailey thought
they were going to throw him in the trash.
They were getting ready.
Ace Bailey thought
saved him.
Ace Bailey thought that he was king shit.
Ace Bailey thought he was top 3. And
top 3.
Top 10.
Yep. Because besides Cooper Flagg, Dylan Harper was better than you. Who else was in that draft class?
That's this year's draft. Here's the crazy part about it. That's this year's draft class. So that was a great pick for them. Great pick. He's better than you right now. Shoot it. That whole top 10 class right now is better than Ace Bailey, but he's turning around.
Yeah, he's
Bailey credit. That game where I think
I
said, okay, that's the Ace we know. He's starting to look good, but yeah, Mr. Nah.
He came out number 5. He came out number 5.
You, sir, probably a part of the reason why y'all ass home right now. Because y'all had that game won. Ain't no way in God's green earth that you had all them fouls to give and still managed to let a man who didn't even make a single shot this tournament manage to make one go down to send y'all ass home.
Yep.
Get up out of here.
Like, go ahead, Lone Wolf.
And look here. This is why I said this last week. Why I don't trust Kansas. And that's the reason. Number 22 was the reason on why I didn't trust Kansas in this tournament. Last time you could trust Kansas was 5 years ago when they won the national championship from us. Ever since then, can't trust them. If I want to mess it up. And if I was Mr. Peterson, I would stay in one more year, but knowing Bill Self, he would be happy and glad for you to go into the draft. He'll be happy. So he like this. Bill Self is what, 71 years old, 72 years old, give or take? He's up there.
He ain't got time for that.
He ain't got time for that.
Man might mess around and have that man unfortunately go in his grave with the stress that he gave him this year.
Yeah, I mean, Bill Self wanted to retire, but he want to retire the right way. You try to give him, look here. Bill Self got gray hair already. He don't need to go bald.
He on his way.
63.
63?
And remember, he just had a heart attack last year.
Mm.
And then was he fighting? No, he wasn't fighting cancer or anything.
No, he just had a heart attack.
That's it.
That is too much. That's too much stress on that heart.
Yeah.
Nah, man. So, Mr. Peterson, let me inform you something. You ain't gonna be in Kansas too long. Either you might get transferred or go to the draft.
He going to the draft. We ain't gotta worry about that. He out of there.
Yeah, the question is, will he be a top 10? Hell no. Will he be a late first round? Maybe. That's it.
My main thing, like I said, was Kansas.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I will say honestly, I am not impressed with how my boys look in the first round. The second round, they went ahead and clamped down, and they look a hell of a lot better.
Boy, this
but yeah, Michigan State.
Lord.
You see, I left the scene of the crime, right? When you talk about Duke.
Yeah, we're not looking impressive, and we got Mr. Patino right in front of our faces right now, and that's not looking too hot.
You talking about a region where it's nothing but star coaches.
Coaches, three of them has all won.
All of them has won that.
All of them has won.
All of them. Except for Izzo.
Our Duke coach was an assistant.
No, I'm an Izzo one more.
He was an assistant and won natties too. Yes, so all four of them has won national championships. Yeah, but everybody thought Michigan State was going to look flat. Mr. Fields looked outstanding with his 16 assists a game self.
Didn't he break the record for most assists by Michigan State player? I think he did. I think he did break that record.
UConn look flat. They didn't win their conference, but the last two games they've been looking decent. let's get to it. Who y'all got in this?
I ain't gonna lie. This is if there's any region
UConn, Michigan State.
This is tough.
I know. It is there's a reason why it is only a 1.5 point favorite. UConn.
It needs to be a 0.5 because I don't even know. I don't even know because the guard play for UConn and Michigan State is phenomenal. This is tough, and this is two coaches. These are two coaches that know how to win in March. Oh, Hurley. I mean, not Hurley, but the UConn coach. He's pissed off because he felt like he got disrespected. And boy, if there's one team he would like to get one more crack at, he would love to get St. John's in DC for the right to go to the Final Four. Oh, but Izzo, we've had this rule when it comes to Izzo in the tournament. We don't doubt it. Oh, this is close.
I know.
Oh, this is close. And Fears has played great. He hasn't turned the ball over. And he's starting to get points like his brother. Oh. I'm going to go with, I can't even go with the experience of both these teams got experience on their side.
Yeah, I know.
But UConn has brought most of their players back from the national title run. Fuck it, I'm going UConn. I'm going to hate picking UConn because I really want Michigan State, but I got UConn. I got UConn. This is ridiculous. This is tough. This is tough.
Not mad at your pick. Lonnie, what you got?
This is one of the picks that I wish I would have knew, but I think I already know off the break. I'm going to go with Izzo in the crew, Michigan State. Because guess what? When I watch Michigan State, know who they remind me of, who they play like? St. John's.
Yeah.
That's who they remind me of. And UConn had problems with St. John's. And if you have a problem with St. John, Michigan State is another St. John. They're not the original St. John, but at least they're like the Duke hit version of St. John. I'll rock with Izzo.
Okay. I ain't mad at neither one of these teams. This game is tough. DC gonna be rocking this week. This coming up weekend. Good Lord.
I am gonna be honest. It's gonna be a tough game to pick, but I'm gonna go with my gut. Give me Izzo.
Okay, I'll be the wolf on that one.
I'm not mad at you both being a wolf on that, because it's gonna be a tough game.
Yeah.
Duke,
yours is even
St.
tougher.
John's,
and that's what I gotta say. And yours is just even tougher because I even said it. As I understand, see, my only issue with you, if you had your two players that are injured right now, I would lock you all the way through.
It wouldn't have been a question.
It would not be a question if you had your center and your other forward that can get you buttons. Now, granted, you and I both said that Caden Boozer was going to be the reason y'all go forward. And so far, we've been right. Cameron was never the issue. It was Caden. And I said this on the show last week. I thought that Caden has been holding back to give his brother his shine. And we were right. Because Caden in the first game, if it wasn't for Caden, you would have been gone the first weekend.
That's for damn sure.
And if it wasn't for Caden the last game, you would have been gone that Sunday.
That's for definitely damn sure.
Caden so far has saved your season.
Yes,
and he needs to continue to do that. But when you run into a Rick Pitino team,
very, very gritty.
That's the problem. Now, Now, John, I give you credit for the first 4 years. You have done 100% outstanding, keeping the standard of Duke the way it is. You did something that that Hubert should be doing right now.
Don't talk about that man.
This is what you should be doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the standard that we hold in North Carolina. That's the standard. Keep winning the conference championships and winning national championships. That's our standard that we hold to. Now, John, tell you right now, St. John's watched that first game y'all played. Second game was nice. They're going to look at that second game and say, y'all bounce back. But that first game against Siena, that's the one they're going to be watching. Because Siena did something that not a lot of teams can do to Duke. Full court pressure.
Press.
They pressed them 40 minutes all the way through. And almost got it if they had enough horsepower. Y'all got the horsepower to go 40 minutes plus with Duke. Now, Duke, you're back in the scene of the crime in D.C., where you played a Michigan team that on paper was better than you, but you had more dog in you. Cameron, here's your chance. You want to prove that you're the National Player of the Year for real? Make it out this weekend. Here's your shot. You want to be proven that you're the number one player in the country? You're the best freshman in the country? You want to do something that only a few freshmen has done? The last one, Anthony Davis, freshman year to win a national championship and the National Player of the Year? You want to be in that room? Here's your shot. You want to be better than your father? Here's your shot. And with all that, no, I don't like it, but I respect it, and I'm a hooper. Give me Duke. I want Duke and UConn in the regional final. I want it. I want it. We deserve it.
What you got?
I'm a little concerned with Duke a little bit, health-wise. Especially with Caleb Foster not playing.
Yeah.
Yep, big concern.
Yeah,
That's a big concern to me. With me, especially you got that right foot surgery, and now I'm dealing with a little right foot problem myself, so I kind of start feeling a little pinched a little bit. Look, Duke is young. The roster is young. The coach is young. But here's the small lack of problem. You're going against a guy who's been there, done that. And got big boys with him, too. And with Caleb Foster out, that's going to hurt guard play extremely because he can dish. He can put up points when you need to. And it's going to hurt y'all real bad. Duke, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I know we're rivals. But Rick Pitino and the boys might bury you at Sweet 16. St. John.
As much as I want to,
and the crazy thing about that, if there's one coach that's more pissed off with the NCAA of how they shut him off,
Patino. The fact they being to give them a 5 seed is still disrespectful.
Very.
But I still gonna take Duke. I mean, I'm gonna go down with my shield, even though I got Arizona to win the 90. I do have Duke to make the Final Four, so I can't go off of that. So give me Duke in a nail biter. Because even though my assistant coach is gonna coach this game, don't be surprised. Um, Coach K definitely whispered in his ear this week. Just let you know. You know
Oh,
he
you
whispered
know
in
it.
his ear.
Oh, you know Coach K is probably sitting with John right now,
Yeah, yeah,
getting ready for Rick Pitino. If there's
yeah.
anybody that knows Rick Pitino more than anybody.
Yep, is
Oh, yeah.
Coach K.
Oh, yeah.
Knows into a science.
Mhm.
Now let's go to the women region because we got other subject we got to talk about. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna give a quick. Let's go give a quick analysis on this whole women's college tournament. I'm not gonna go by region. I'm just gonna say about the whole tournament. I'm gonna be very simple. It's been very chalky except for a couple games. Sarah, Virginia.
Yes, Lord.
First double digit seed to make it to the round of 16
Mhm.
in a long time. Beating Iowa. Love it. Love it. Love it. Shout out to VA. Shout out to VA. What a greedy team. But every other thing I must say, I gonna keep it very simple. And I gonna help you out. Watch this. LSU keep blowing out teams. Do I trust them? We'll see. Duke, still good, but they meet LSU. We'll see how that one goes. UCLA, I love them. Texas, still tearing ass. They shocked me. I didn't expect for Texas to be this good as a number one seed, but they're really good. South Carolina, what else do I need to say about South Carolina?
Nothing.
Okay. But what I will say is, have y'all seen Notre Dame?
That's my girl, Miss Ivy. That's my girl.
Her name Ilgago? Ilgago? What's her
Oh
last
yeah. Oh
name?
yeah. Oh, you talking about Heidi? You talking about Heidi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Miss Triple Double Machine.
Yeah, she's leading the charge right now, whooping some ass.
And we got we
Like,
got a good matchup with that one too. The number 2 scorer versus the number 1 scorer in the country. Woo!
Oh, Notre Dame and Vanderbilt.
Yes, Lord.
yeah,
Woo! That's
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
right.
Virginia, let me give y'all a little quick thing. The next matchup that you have to go against, I don't know if you have seen that young lady.
Yes, Lord. The one that left Notre Dame to go to TCU.
Yeah,
Lord, Olivia. Yes.
Olivia Miles.
Yes.
Miss Triple the Miss Kaylin Clark, Volume 2.
Yes, Olivia.
Olivia Miles. That's a bad girl right there.
Yes, Lord.
A bad girl right there.
Oh,
But
yeah.
the baddest one of them all,
Miss Strong.
Ozzy Ford and Sarah Strong.
Ain't nobody beating that right now.
Nope.
And until I see fit, I gonna keep it very simple. Gino is on his way to another natty with another undefeated team.
I'm gonna keep it simple and sweet. Gino still in the tournament.
Yep.
Don still in the tournament.
Yep.
Need I say more?
Nope.
Okay.
All I can say is this: TCU, don't underestimate Virginia. Don't do it. You saw what Iowa did. Kimora Johnson. Remember that name. Olivia, Himura is going to be your problem. If she gets going, UVA wins. And what better irony to have Dawn play against her former school to the right to go to the Final Four. That would be very ironic. South Carolina
against TCU?
Wow.
Or UVA?
Yeah. You know, she a UVA. You know, she went to UVA. That's why UVA girls got to where they are. But for her to get to the Final Four, you got to see your old school. Woo!
Good luck. But yeah, until I see somebody keep it close with UConn, I think Gino's on his way for another natty and still mentioned as one of the four.
Rob, I haven't done this in a long time. Every time I see UConn.
Yeah.
I haven't done this in a long time.
Yep.
I need that. I need that.
Let me hook you up.
I need that.
And say the same thing. I don't think nobody right now, even in the any regional, and as much as I love Ivy, nobody right now can slow that particular team down. Hold on. Here we go. I got it for you in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, ain't nobody stopping that train.
Gino on his way to another natty and still mentioned as the GOAT in college basketball.
Not even, I love Dawn Staley. Not even Dawn can't stop that onslaught.
Nah.
They went against South Carolina and he put belt to ass against them too.
See, there you go.
The only team that can beat UConn is UConn.
Yup.
Need that. On to the next subject.
Let's go ahead. Quick talk NBA. Quick conversation. Last night before LA was on a 9-game winning streak. No Cade Cunningham. Detroit pulled it off in a tight one. But what I want to talk about is probably going to be very, 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 very huge. Everybody has been talking about the first team, all NBA. 5 positionless spots. 6 great players. Only 5 spots. Who is left out?
And this is where
we all know who the 6 all NBA players right now because they're all in the MVP conversation.
Yes.
Who is left out?
Cade.
Yeah, by default.
And that's the one that pisses me off the most.
By default. Yeah. They made it. Cade getting injured kind of made it easy for everybody else.
It opens the door for, and I don't like doing this, but this opened the door for Luka now. Because to me, it was going to be hard to put Luka in the first team All NBA this year. It was going to be tough. My first team All NBA was Cade, Wemby, Jokic, Brown, and SGA. That was my 5.
I agree.
Before the Cade incident.
Yep.
Now with the Cade incident, that opened the door for Luka. And I don't like it to be that way, but that's the reality of how the league is right now. So I don't like it. They need to make changes for significant injuries like this, because for the entire season until now, Cade has been the favorite has been at least one of the 3 to win the MVP.
There talks about it too.
Hands down, the favorite. Jalen has stayed the course. Luka was getting there. He was waking up, and now he's awoken, and now he's back in the conversation. Wemby has stayed in the conversation.
Oh,
Jokic
yes, he
was
has.
in it, fell off, got back. SGA has stayed the course as probably the favorite from the beginning of the season. But KD was the ultimate surprise. This was the ultimate jump of, oh, now we got another guy.
Mm-hmm.
And now with this collapsed lung will probably put him out, if not the rest of the NBA season. He'll probably
out indefinitely.
Indefinitely,
Yeah.
but they never
Yeah.
said he's out for the rest of the season.
No. I think he'll make it back. I think he'll make it back before or in time for the postseason, but that's gonna hurt them a lot though.
Yeah, I was going to say, because if anything, I would like, this will be me. Now I don't know if they will ramp him to play at least the last maybe 2 games, because at this point, if they've locked up the number 1 seed, it's no point, because you're going to have to wait a couple of days anyway, because you got the play-in games and you don't know who you're going to be playing against. So if you have to, only if you have to save his MVP season, if you have to play him for maybe at the most 10 or 15 minutes, I would. To save his season, I would play him at least 10 to 15 minutes to at least get himself into the swing of things. Now, practice him, make sure he's good to go, make sure he can breathe, make sure he can stay on his own 2 feet. But if he wants to play, just to make sure he's on an all NBA team, I guarantee you, that's basically as much as we got to talk about. Money is important right now. Okay,
Don't you think?
it is more important right now, and to be on an all NBA team and to have that status, that's super important.
Supermax.
So if he's ready to go, not the team says he's clear. If he's ready to go and he's not compromising his bottom line, just like we had this issue, like we had a discussion with Jason Tatum, if he's ready to go, let him go. You want to put him on a minutes restriction to make sure he's ready to go for the playoffs, do it. But if he ain't ready to go, and this injury could be the reason why they're not making it out, it's a damn shame.
Well, right now, his new contract already kicked in already. Kate Cunningham contract is already kicked in already. This is his first year of that 5-year $270 deal. As far as Kate Cunningham goes, it depends on what Detroit going to do. Right now, Detroit already clinched the playoff berth already, and they're 5 games ahead for the number 1 seed ahead of Boston. So that does kind of buy them out a little time, a little bit as well. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me put it this way: the Eastern Conference is already set. It doesn't matter what seed. Philadelphia, Orlando, Miami, and Charlotte are gonna get in the play-in. Let's call it spade true. Even though Philadelphia has a chance of getting into the 6th seed or maybe 5th. But the 10 teams that's that you see right now on your standing are going to get in. It's just how are they going to fit in for the next few games? For the next roughly 10 games left, is going to determine what seed they're going to be in. For the West, I look. You know our man Victor Wembanyama is coming for his contract. And you know this. He's coming for his contract. And they'll give him the Supermax. LFA going to take care of that. Especially if he gets on the All-NBA team. And if he wins the MVP, that's even better. Look for...
I ain't worrying about Wemby's contract. I already know we're going to take care of that.
Yeah, El Jefe going to take care of that. So I ain't worried about...
like, what?
I ain't worrying about that.
Yeah. So I'm talking about...
He will never leave the city of San Antonio. Never.
Nah. So one of y'all gonna be taken care of. But the person that I'm looking at for the impact on the MVP is Luka Doncic.
Yeah, he's been playing.
And here's why. Ever since he got rid of dead weight, he been playing lights out.
Amen to that.
Ever since he got rid of his fiance, and I understand they got kids together. And Luka told the fiance this: don't worry about my daughter. I'll take care of that. She gonna be straight. Ever since they broke up, Luka been putting up 40, 60, 50 points. It makes it look so good, and LeBron don't have to do that much. Basically, the bare minimum. And rightfully so, LeBron. You can do the bare minimum. Matter of fact, LeBron, look here. One more year, ride the sunset. It's time.
Doing better than what AD has ever done.
Yeah, because AD can't stay healthy, but the damn. And LeBron's like almost
you just saw his ass when you were boots on ground in DC. Where was he? Right on the bench, wearing street clothes.
With Trae Young.
Making $30 million doing nothing.
Nothing. But the MVP race is not far from over yet. You got 10 games left. You don't know how this is going to go. Yes, SGA, my diamond in the rough, has been playing good. The only problem I got with SGA, my diamond in the rough is he missed some time.
Yeah, I think he only missed 2 more games.
2 games.
Yeah,
a couple weeks, but he missed it at a decent time because he missed it during the All-Star game.
Yeah, but he can only miss 2 games to miss his eligibility, and Jokic can only miss 1.
So that's the only reason they missed it during like the All-Star break. So that's the only reason. So other than that, they'll be fine. But the MVP race, as far as I'm concerned, this has been tight since like almost a long time.
I would say hasn't been this tight when it comes like multiple players. It's been a long time. We normally have within the last 5 years, it's normally either 2 or 3. But to have 5 players that are in that running for it.
Is anybody's MVP to get?
Yeah.
I
think my 2 surprises has been Cade and Brown. I knew Brown was good. Did I think he had enough engine in the tank to take Boston to where they are until Tatum gets back? Hell. Prove me wrong.
No. Brown had no choice.
Brown proved me wrong this year too. Like, so everybody was questioning him for being a number 1 option, and he definitely proved that, and then some, averaging 30 a game. Still, with Jason Tatum back, which is very impressive.
It makes him the favorite.
I said about I told y'all when Jason Tatum come back, he gonna make Boston that much deadlier. SGA still got the MVP in hand, it looks like, because even though with all the injuries OKC went through, that man's still relevant. Luka,
and I ain't gonna lie, witnessing him for the first time, I see why. 40 piece in DC. 40 piece in DC.
Yeah, 41.
And the bad part about it is he needed every 40 piece because Washington actually was playing well against him. Granted, he had 20 at the half and he had the ejections. But once the ejections kick in, SGA just said, I got to turn up. I got to go to another route.
Hey, Clippers.
Like he used to.
Hey, Clippers, did you regret that trade now?
Hey, Boston. Not Boston. Hey, Charlotte. You regret giving him to the Clippers? Because that was the original pick. The original pick was in Charlotte. Can you imagine Charlotte right now with SGA, LaMelo, Brandon Miller, Con Kneppel?
Championship.
Man, look, it'll probably give Cleveland, New York, and Boston a run for their money.
Well, shoulda, coulda, woulda. I ain't worried about that. But right now, I'll still put Luka in that All NBA conversation for me because I think after the last month and a half, he has probably been the best player beside SGA in NBA.
Yeah,
Kate, unfortunately, you're injured at the wrong time. Sorry, my boy, but you gotta get the boot.
unfortunately.
Yep. If you were still there, yeah, you'll definitely make a case because y'all still the number 1 seed in the East. But
we won our division. Okay.
um, but let me move on to something more important because we got 10 minutes left. MLB starts tomorrow. Gentlemen, we have a MLB season long predictions. I know we all said who we taking, but some of y'all did not say why. So Lone Wolf, you have Bruce Lee for 50. Why?
This is look. This is why I got Bruce for Otani for 50. He has been consistent throughout his career, from his days in and as the Angels to now. Well, I actually how many home runs he got right now. But chances are he might can break Barry Bonds' career record. I'm gonna check and see how many home runs he has as of right now.
Ooh, that's a lot.
So that's why I got Otani for
Barry
50.
Bonds single season record?
No,
He's talking about
his
the
career,
all-time record.
all
All
time.
time. Okay.
So I'm gonna check and see how many home runs he got career.
Yeah, he's going in for the big one.
He got 280 home runs as of right now. So
That's the. I don't think he's got enough to catch up.
yeah, so he got
Because the only person on the list that's still playing right now, that's only he's 40th, and that's Stanton. Stanton is 40th, and he's got 453 homers. No single season. That's up. You might can get Otani for maybe 1 or 2 years if he gets the season record, but the big record, you got to start way early and a lot often. You got to remember Barry when he did that. Remember he had, I think it was what, 3 consecutive seasons when he had 60 plus.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, 60 plus,
Yeah.
and his early days in Pittsburgh, he was a 30 for 30 guy.
Yeah, and you got to remember Otani didn't start doing 30. Remember he come here late.
I think he did come in
He
late.
came late, so that's the other disadvantage. You got to start early in your career. Otani came like I think maybe like a couple of years late, and he's just getting to his groove now.
Okay. So
Let's
that's
see.
your
Love
reason?
Otani, by the way.
He
Is that
made
your reason?
he came in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
So is that your reasoning?
Yeah, that's the reason why I went for Otani for 50.
Rob, you had Ronald Acuna for 30.
Yeah, I think the power is back. We saw that in the World Baseball Classic. He ain't losing the power. Speed is getting back. It's getting there. He's still got a little more time to go with the speed, but power-wise, contact, never lost. Never lost that. So that's why he's getting my 30 this year.
For guys that for a lot of y'all that I have shared my personal home run lay. He is in there. I believe he had made it to my personal one. I personally like him this year. I expect a big bounce back here for Ronald Acuna Jr. So I really looking forward to him. But Roman Anthony for 30 home runs. number one, Boston got him batting leadoff this year.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, ooh, this is going to be interesting.
You got a 21-year-old batting leadoff. I remember last year, Kyle Schwarber was batting leadoff, and how did that work out for him?
Moonshine.
Outta
And
here.
I mean, he was in the 50-50 club. He was in the 50 club. Roman, you're 21. Yeah, you wasn't even had a full season last year, and they got you batting first, meaning they expect you to put runs on the board. Ollie, like,
I mean, it's good, especially when you got the pit with the pitching with Crocky.
Crochet.
Yeah, with Crochet.
Man,
Yeah.
look,
Mm-hmm.
they got a bullpen. They straight.
Mm-hmm.
They got some power. They still got Breggy there.
You talking about
the problem?
Brady left.
Where you went?
Brady. I didn't went with the Cubs.
Wow, Jesus. But I anticipate Roman to have a big season. He was there. He was only there like a little bit last year, and he did pretty damn good. But you have him for a whole season if he's healthy, I'll take Toddy. The one guy that I didn't put on my personal one was Aaron Judge, because I have a feeling in big games we have seen it. What does he do in big games, Lone Wolf? The biggest choke artist.
Now, here's the thing with him. Tomorrow night, he won't choke. He might have a couple, but back home, first game,
he ain't at home. They on the road.
No, but I'm saying, that's where he's from. He's from San Fran, and every time he goes there, he knocks one out, and he does it early. He does it in the first game. Now, granted, this is Webb. Webb has owned him.
Yeah.
Him.
Look. For those individuals that know about baseball, and I know about some parks, this isn't a perfect time to do home runs.
Nah.
Not the first maybe 2 or 3 days.
The weather ain't calling for it.
And especially you're at Oracle Park, and Oracle Park is a pitcher-friendly ballpark. Now, home runs will not be on display that day. Now, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next on Thursday, I might bite. On Friday, I'll definitely.
It'll be a different pitcher on the mound, especially for that game.
I'll tell you about, for those of you who are chasing for home runs or two, I will recommend you wait until the third rotation, mid to the weakest. Do not go after the guys that's the ace and second in command. Don't do it. Because the second command is good as the ace.
I'll give y'all a nugget. Logan Webb has very, very, very good history against the Yankees. I know it. And Judge is going to be responsible for at least 2 or 3 strikeouts against Logan Webb. And if that happens, you can ladder Logan Webb strikeouts. Starts at 6. But if you want plus money, just get the 7. 7 to 10. 10 is at almost 11 to 1. Go ahead and ladder Logan Webb. Go ahead and ladder Logan Webb strikeouts. And that probably will be the first ladder of the year. That might be a statement. Just set himself, Chef Fati sent you.
Let's see here. Aaron Judge will be responsible for strikeout. Goldsmith, Chisholm.
Yep.
And
we only need 7. We only need 7 victims. I think we could get 7 victims out of that lineup.
I read 5 of them. Wells, Rice, Judge, Goldsmith, Chisholm.
There you go.
There's your 5.
We just need 7.
I know.
7 good. Anything after that, great.
Speaking of throwing Ks, yeah, Bruce Lee, last game before we start the season, 4 innings, 11 strikeouts.
Against the Yanks?
No, this is against the Angels. This is tonight. 4 innings, 11 strikeouts.
That means
tonight.
Yeah.
That was tonight.
That means
Yeah, this is the last game of spring training. Today was
that means
11 Ks?
Or 11 Ks.
That means that the Angel bats are weak. That means Ohtani's arm is now full strength.
And what did I say last year? If his arm is ready to go, write it on there. Well, guess what?
And he's not on restriction now. He'll get you 6 innings now.
And now you're saying basically the Dodgers could be chalk.
Pick your poison. Yaya, Snell, Glasnow, Ohtani. The 5th one can be anybody. The 5th one can be a minor leaguer. And
I don't think Snell's pitching the first day because I think they're having issues with Snell. So I think Yo-Yo might be pitching the first night.
Yaya gonna pitch. Yaya gonna pitch, and then Snell gonna pitch until night 2.
Yep. Oh yeah.
And Rob, if they face the Braves, don't let that nightmare come to you. You know who I'm talking about. Oh, he's the pitcher for the Dodgers now.
I know. That's why I'm not worrying about them right now.
Yeah, I'm not talking about.
Headache has moved over to the champions, and that's not good for me.
Nah, I'm not talking about the starting pitcher. I'm talking about their closer.
I know who you're talking about. That's what it is. Headache.
We would like to have names on this show, sir.
Oh, Edwin Diaz.
Exactly. Headache.
You put that in a Dodgers uniform?
Yeah.
You see what he did with the members of the Mets?
That's what I'm saying. You put them in the closing rotation.
Y'all might as well chalk up the Dodgers because it looks like they probably gonna win another championship because if they got that as a closer, you might as well just say it's over because you got 4 great starting pitchers that could put up 10 Ks in any given day, and you got one of the best closers in the game besides Aroldis Chapman, who's right now still in Boston.
Let me see where he's at right now. I
don't really care. I'm just saying he's one of the best closers in the game.
Yes.
In a Dodgers uniform. When they're ready to add Kyle Tucker.
Yes.
Really? Really? What am I supposed to do with that? They look like they are on their way to a three-peat.
That's what I'm saying.
He's their closer for the Boston Red Sox.
Well, that's why I said Boston gonna be a good team this year too.
Be good, but they can't do nothing with that.
Yeah, they call him the That's what they call him. They call him the Cuban Missile.
Yeah, and did you put him in LA?
No. Red Sox is in Chapman's with the Red Sox.
No, I ain't talking about Chapman. I'm talking about Diaz. You put Diaz with LA. No, it's over.
Yeah. You thought if Diaz goes to AL, you be having relief.
I will be with him in the AL. I only get to see him a few times. I gotta see him in the NL still. No.
You won't see him that much.
It don't matter. If we even get to sniff the playoffs, guess who the first thing we probably got to deal with? Them. And look, bad enough is Diaz there. I didn't even talk about the fact that Freddie still loves to play against the Braves. Every time Freddie sees the Braves, he takes one to the yard.
Shoot, I got my own problems. I got my AL East is stacked.
I say this. Dodgers look like they're on their way to a repeat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see nobody stopping them barring injury.
Nope.
I only no. I will say this. As we get out of here, if Mookie Betts has a bounce back year,
It's over.
Done.
Look.
if Mookie Betts have a bounce back year,
Look.
you see, I just turned on the exit music, right?
Look.
That's what I'm trying to say. If Mookie Betts have a bounce back year, you might as well just cancel Christmas. And with that said, MLB season starts tomorrow. I know everybody is hyped for the MLB season. I am too. By the way, remember I said to play Logan Webb, ladder his strikeouts. Until next week, there is a round 2, round 3. We're about to watch the tournament. We'll talk about it on next week's podcast. But until then, everybody have a lovely week. But until then, we out of here. Peace out. Have a blessed evening.